Welcome to our video on how to calculate your food needs for long-term food storage. In this video, we will guide you through the process of determining how much food you need to stockpile based on your household size, dietary needs, and other factors. Building a food stockpile is important to ensure that you and your family are prepared for emergencies or unforeseen events that may disrupt the food supply chain. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how to plan and calculate your food needs, so let's get started. Step 1. Determine your household size. The first step in calculating your food needs is to determine your household size. This includes not only the number of people in your household but also any pets that may need to be fed. Make a list of all the individuals that you will be feeding from your stockpile. Step 2. Determine your caloric needs. The next step is to determine your caloric needs. This will vary depending on your age, gender, and activity level. A good rule of thumb is to aim for a minimum of 2,000 calories per day per person. Multiply this number by the number of people in your household to determine your daily caloric needs. Step 3. Determine your macronutrient needs. In addition to calories, it's important to consider your macronutrient needs. This includes carbohydrates, protein, and fat. Aim for a balanced ratio of these macronutrients in your stockpile. A good starting point is 50% carbohydrates, 30% protein, and 20% fat. Step 4. Consider dietary restrictions and preferences when building your stockpile. It's important to consider any dietary restrictions or preferences that members of your household may have. This includes food allergies, intolerances, or religious restrictions. Make a list of any special dietary needs and ensure that you have enough food options to accommodate everyone. Step 5. Determine your stockpile duration. The final step is to determine how long you want your stockpile to last. This will vary depending on your personal preference and the level of preparedness you desire. Some individuals choose to stockpile for a few weeks, while others may aim for several months or even a year. Determine how long you want your stockpile to last and adjust your food needs accordingly. Step 6. Calculate the amount of food needed. Once you have determined your household size, caloric and macronutrient needs, dietary restrictions, and stockpile duration, you can begin calculating the amount of food needed. Use online calculators or consult with a nutritionist to ensure that you are accurately calculating your food needs. Step 7. Make a list of foods to stockpile. Based on your calculated food needs, make a list of the foods that you will need to stockpile. Consider shelf-stable foods with a long shelf life such as canned goods, dried fruits and vegetables, grains, and beans. Make sure to include a variety of foods to ensure a balanced diet. Step 8. Determine storage needs. In addition to calculating the amount of food needed, it's important to consider storage needs. Ensure that you have enough space to store your stockpile and that it's in a cool, dry, and dark location. Consider investing in storage containers or shelving units to keep your stockpile organized. Step 9. Build your stockpile. Once you have determined your food needs and storage requirements, it's time to build your stockpile. Start by purchasing non-perishable items in bulk and rotate your stock to ensure freshness. Consider adding new items to your stockpile regularly to ensure variety. Step 10. Monitor and update your stockpile. Finally, it's important to monitor and update your stockpile regularly. Check expiration dates and rotate items as needed. Consider adding or removing items from your stockpile based on changes in household size, dietary needs, or stockpile duration. Conclusion: by following these 10 steps, you can accurately calculate your food needs and build a stockpile for long-term survival. Remember to consider household size, caloric and macronutrient needs, dietary restrictions, stockpile duration, and storage requirements when building